Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. It's been a little bit of a while, but back today. Ninja here. Gonna be streaming some Blockbench modeling. Today I'm gonna be doing Toothless from Minecraft. So Toothless from How to Train a Dragon. Uh, if you don't know who it is, it's this little guy here. Um, now this is not going to become an add-on. This is purely for fun. I'm not planning on implementing it myself. I'm just showing you, like, modeling it. Um, so, here's Toothless. I haven't planned out an awful lot. Usually before I go into these modeling streams, I like to kind of plan a bit about what I'm doing, especially when it comes to kind of what kind of shapes I want to use. But I haven't done it for this, so we're kind of just winging it as we go. But hopefully I can come up with something. I gathered a couple of images online. There's actually a surprisingly small amount of reference images online from different angles. Also, I do have music playing right now, but I don't think it's coming through on stream. I'm not sure how. I couldn't get it to work, so sorry if it's just me talking this entire time. Hi Pokemon Club, hi Jaden, hi Bonchus, hi iPinky Pop, hi Fortnite Haters, um, and hi Gung Dylan. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's just get right into this. Um, so here we are in Blockbench. I've just started a new Bedrock file, starting with a main group and then a cube inside. Yes, the end of How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World was very sad. Very good though. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I've actually watched the series as well. Um, Very enjoyable. Jaden, I believe you're probably talking about Pluto. Pluto does build streams. He does that at least twice a week, maybe 3 times. I'm Ninja. My Twitter's at Ninja Master MC. I am the artistic director for Everbloom, so I do a lot to do with the modeling, animation, textures for projects, or the art stuff. Hi, Manav Gaming TV. Uh, so no, I'm not Pluto, I'm afraid. But he'll be back doing some building streams soon. Let me find out how big Toothless is. That's going to help. So Toothless is 26 feet in length. 26 feet is approximately. Let me see. New person. I mean, I have streamed before. I just haven't for a couple weeks because I've been very busy. So Toothless is 8 meters long. So if we start just by measuring that out, 8 blocks worth, because we are working in Minecraft here. 8 times 26 is 208. So we want to get this up to 208. Ooh, ooh, he's huge. I guess a lot of that is the tail. Yeah, if you make sure to join our Discord and our Twitter and everything, we'll make sure to let you guys know who's streaming, whether it be Pluto or me. But on the whole, he does builds, I do modeling. I have not watched 100% Wolf 2020. I have no idea what that's about. Just gonna mark this in a different color. Right, so I'm gonna go from the start of his body here, and then I'll go down to the tail, and then I'll probably do the legs. We don't both stream on the same device. We have different devices. We just stream on the same channel. He's quite skinny, isn't he? Let me have a look. He's a pretty skinny dragon. Hello, Lander Boss. Right, let's go with that. Even though you guys can't hear my Spotify, it's very loud right now, so I'm just going to turn that down. One sec. Right. Um, Maybe run that size. That's what we'll go with for now. I'm just going to duplicate it by right-clicking. Make it a bit thinner as we go back. I'm just going to plan out the quick shape that I'm going to do. So, Photoshop's being very slow today. So the main body here is going to be a square. Turn this down. And then a slightly smaller cube here. And then we have the tail running down the back. And then this extends off out there. Hello, Janice. You're welcome to lurk. Then I have the head. And then maybe a little bit of connection to the body. And then obviously the wings. And then we have the kind of lower wings down here. That probably doesn't mean anything to you guys, but it helps me plan. You played the Haunted Park map and it was fun. Good, I'm glad you thought it was fun. I didn't do an awful lot on that map, but I did manage it, the art at least. And I think it came out really well. It was a bit spooky, which is fun. It's not something we're used to doing. I wish I could find a picture of Toothless from below. Let me have a look if I can find one. Toothless from below. Sorry if my internet's awful as well. I know there might be some buffering right now. How did I pull up a mini 2D version of it, like a blueprint? This is just Photoshop. I'm just using Photoshop here to plan. But like really you can use any drawing kind of program, even if that's Paint. Like I said before, I usually would work on this a bit more before starting, so I'm got a great idea about what I'm doing. Hi, Belix. So now I'm going to start the connection to the tail. Haunted Park is a Minecraft map we recently released. I would advise you go check it out on the marketplace. Obviously the tail won't be this thick, but it's easier to work from one side. So I'm going to work from the top for now. Don't know why my internet's so bad right now. Toothless from below. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. So, there's just not very many obvious images. Yes, I'm Ninja. Hi. Yeah, he is quite thin. We'll go with this. Maybe a little bit thicker. Make sure to center it. Hi, Wacky. I work on the money place for money and fun. I do enjoy it, but yes, it is my full-time job. I did quickly read the explanation 100% Wolf. I mean, it's like I used to be very into kind of werewolves and vampires when I was younger. That was the craze then when, Twilight came out. That's how old I am. Hmm. Proportionally, maybe that might be about right. I'm gonna work on this main body a bit. It's easier to work from if I actually have a good main body. So you can see here, he's very much designed like a cat. He's got kind of a bigger front and then it gets kind of skinnier towards the middle and skinniest at the back. If I were to make a monster with very skinny fingers, what size would the model be? I can't even. It would be very dependent on what I was modeling. I might end up putting in a angled cube later, but I think that will work for now. He has a little bit of a hunch at the top. I'll start getting these into groups. So I guess this is the lower body. From here on, it's kind of like the tail. Hopefully I'm back now. Yes? No? Oh, heck, this has not gone well. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is being so bad at the moment. I really don't know what to do right now. This does suck. My stream should be okay now. It's saying that it's fine. It keeps on coming in and out. Right. I'm going to continue the tail here. F and chat, RIP. Oh, dear. You should be able to hear me now. It should be working. What type is the brush to do textures really good like? As in, what textures and where are you working? Yeah, my Wi-Fi is definitely not having a good time. Oh, it always does this. Every time I'm like streaming or doing something where I need it to work, like in a meeting, it just decides to go. Are you talking about shading in Blockbench, Lander? If you are talking about Blockbench and kind of pixel art shading, you're getting small lag spikes. I mean, this is just all I can do at this point. I've been streaming my Wi-Fi from my phone now, which hopefully will be more stable than my actual Wi-Fi. Well, I've actually recently recorded the majority, at least, the majority of my next tutorial for Blockbench, for Blockbench texturing. I've actually recorded most of that now, so it's been a long time coming, but hopefully that tutorial should be out soon. TM. Where did the noise go on the brush? I couldn't find it last time I was on Blockbench. I mean, I don't use noise, so I hadn't really noticed that it was gone, but yeah. It might be something you can add. No. I guess not many people used it. I can't help you there, mate. Sorry. Um, let's move this. Let's move the whole thing down a little bit. This is kind of getting to the shape I want, but I think I need to pick this main body up a bit, so make this curve into the tail a bit stronger. Oh, noise brush was removed a while ago. I didn't even notice. Hi, Brando. Arios. I'm attempting Toothless, but my internet isn't letting me. All the noise brush is that is not there anymore. Apparently, according to Wacky, it's been gone a while. Regardless, I'm hoping when I finish my tutorial regarding texturing, it will make more sense then. Do you guys use World Paint for your maps? We have in the past for large, very basic terrain, but on the whole, we don't create huge maps, so most of it is done using voxel or word edit in game. I know I can put my reference picture on the background, but I've never liked doing that. I kind of like winging it a bit more than that, I guess. I think I've gotten to the point where I've worked on models so much now that I don't really feel the need to have my reference image right there. I can just have a look at it and kind of suss out what it needs and then go for it. Oh, go away, Ariel. Bad. It's been okay all day, and now it's just decided no more. But when I get a new PC and I use my Ethernet cable and I do all the things to fix it, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm a modeler. I don't program behaviors or resource packs or anything. I do art, so textures, models, animations. Oh, I hate how bad my internet's being. I'm so sorry, guys. Sticking with it. I'll try and have. I need to have this fixed for next week because we're having That's when we're having our modelling tournament for Blockbench here next week, 23rd. It's gonna be great, hopefully, providing my internet works, because that's kind of an issue if it doesn't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with tracing references. Like, it's how you learn. Like with stuff like this, I sometimes will trace the references as well, or I'll draw over the top, or draw cubes over the top. So cube here, cube around there, blah blah blah, etc. etc. It helps you get a good idea of the shapes and the forms and how they work, especially with like bones and skeletons. It's a really good way to learn how to do that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that necessarily, especially to begin with when you're learning things. Obviously, you don't want to completely trace someone's work because then you're copying, and that's not fun for anyone, and can actually land you in trouble. But yeah. Let's go back in on this image. And plus, I like to put like a bit more of a twist on a lot of things. So like I don't want to work completely from a reference because it kind of limits my creativity in that respect, I guess. Alright, these need to be a bit thinner still. I want this to be pretty much a cube. Not a cube, but squared off at the end. So proportional. Yeah, copy them and applying your own stuff until you learn to do it without them is the best way. Also, what would I say the wireframe is for? So when I do press Z, which is my shortcut for wireframe, and I think it's the default actually, um, wireframe helps me see how cubes overlap inside rather than just outside. So I can see, like, if this was super long and I couldn't tell from the outside, it helps to see from the if they're inside. Like, I can't really see where the pivot of this is, but if I go Z, I can. And it makes sure that I save on texture space, because instead of texturing something like that and having a UV map for that, instead I can just have a UV map for that, because it accomplishes the same thing. Sorry if that was poorly explained, or you couldn't hear it because of my internet. Oh, God. Still think the tail needs to be more angled, so we'll just get rid of that for now. I think before I finish this tail, because it's the kind of length I want, I'm going to put in the leg so I know what height of the ground the tail has to be. Right, so maybe the body's just about long enough. I might add a bit more of a gradient in between. My internet's not even really doing anything. I guess it's playing Spotify, so if I just get rid of that, maybe it'll be a bit... it can focus its energy on successfully streaming. Yeah, why when you get used to the program. Like, for a beginner, it's not necessarily needed, but it's things that you learn. I don't like the thickness of this tail towards the end. Let's start with I guess we'll start with the back leg, that's quite an important part. You can just duplicate this cube. Just resize it. Make sure it doesn't stick out too much. It needs to be in its own bone. So this is back left leg. Pull that in here. I'm just going to make it different colour for now to make it more obvious. So he actually has quite skinny legs. Let me just set the pivot. Roughly there for now. Tilt it forward a bit because the angle of this bone goes forward, and then you have the knee, and then you have the knee here, and then you go backwards, and it has a little bit of a foot at the bottom like that, even though they're very chonky. He is very, but that's a typical dragon's kind of bone pattern structure, whatever. And then I'll have a little connection up there. Then you have the back, and then the tail. There's a very simplistic view of it. And obviously the wings, bones. This will come up and round. So let's start with the back leg again. I'm going to have another small link to the knee, not so abrupt. And then, oh, this needs to be in here. I have no idea if this is actually being seen by anyone. My my stream keeps on saying that it's fine, but it's obviously not fine. Heck. Well, I hope you guys see something. Heck, I'm so sorry for all the buffering and like. It's supposed to be horrendous to watch. It really doesn't make things easy. And then from here, move this forward a bit and maybe make. Oh, it could be because there's a bit of a storm at the moment. We have a storm coming in. That's the only thing I can really think of why it's been so bad. This is not going so well. I want to bring this up a bit. Bring this out. I could lower my resolution for the stream, you're right, but I think even at that point it still wouldn't work. I think that's just how severely broken it is. Next time, yeah. I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, I'll do something for next week to make it work. Right, I'm sorry to do this, but I think I'm gonna have to call it here for today's stream. I know it's been incredibly short and I haven't really covered much, but my internet is not gonna have a nice time. So I'm gonna try and reorganize it for later on in this week. If you guys can hear this, then make sure follow at Everbloom Games on Twitter, myself at Ninja Master MC on Twitter, and I'll try and